Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to compare two budget smartphones from ASUS, the ASUS Zenfone Max and the ASUS Zenfone 2 Laser. So these two phones are now available in India and they're priced exactly the same pricing, that's 999, and they also have a lot of other similarities in terms of the specs, and they also differ in some other features. So let's have a look at how they differ and how about the performance, the camera and the various other aspects, and decide which is a better device here. So first, talking about the ASUS Zenfone Max. So this device has a 5.5-inch HD display powered by the Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset with 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of internal storage, and Android 5.0 Lollipop with custom Zen UI. So it has this 13 megapixel rear camera, dual tone LED flash, laser autofocus, front facing 8 megapixel camera, and a 5000 mAh battery. So that's the specialty of this device. The battery capacity is very much higher and should be good enough for 2 days. Now talking about the Zenfone 2 Laser, this was released a couple of months back, and it also sports the same 5.5-inch HD display, again powered by the same Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset with 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage. Now on the rear panel, we have this 13 megapixel rear camera, dual tone LED flash, and the laser autofocus. There is also 5 megapixel front camera, and this has a 3000 mAh battery. Again, it's powered by Android 5.0 Lollipop with a custom Zen UI. So that was the spec aspect of these two phones. Now let's go into the detailed aspects. So let's first analyze the design and build quality. Now design wise, you can see the front design, both these devices are exactly the same, although the ASUS Zenfone Max is slightly longer in length than the ASUS the Zenfone 2 Laser, because of probably because of this high capacity battery. You can see they're just a slightly higher length than the Zenfone 2 Laser. Now that's the front panel aspects. You can see here 3 capacitive touch buttons and the pattern below it almost similar. Now if you take the rear panel, this is where the major change happens. So you can see here power and the volume keys, the volume keys integrated into the rear panel. That's one available on the Zenfone 2 Laser, and the power button is on the top. Now talking about the Zenfone Max, you can see the power button and the volume buttons are kept on the right side. That's a traditional way, and you can see the 3.5mm audio jack and the micro USB charging slot at the bottom. So that's the major change in design, and apart from that, you can see the rear panel material finishing also is different. This is the plain matte finish. You can see this is the textured matte finish. So both are slightly different in terms of the rear panel, and we would say the build quality on the Zenfone Max is superior to the Zenfone 2 Laser. You can see the sides also. The Zenfone Max has been given a golden finishing, which feels pretty premium than the Zenfone 2 Laser. So all in all, in the design and build quality, we would say the ASUS Zenfone Max is better than the Zenfone 2 Laser. But having said that, there is also a drawback. The Zenfone Max is thicker and also heavier than the Zenfone 2 Laser. So thickness is not much of a difference. You can see slight difference in thickness, that's all, but the weight factor is predominant here, because ASUS Zenfone Max has 202 grams while the Zenfone 2 Laser is just 170 grams. So that's a big difference in terms of the weight. So that's one major aspect. Now let's move on to the display. So both these devices again have the same 5.5-inch HD display. It's an IPS LCD panel, and it has 1280 by 720p resolution. Now you can see the display quality, both have pretty good colors, but now we have set both these displays to the same brightness levels and auto brightness, and you can see the display on the Zenfone Max on the left side has slightly better color quality than the Zenfone 2 Laser. The Zenfone 2 Laser feels slightly dull when you compare with the Zenfone Max. But having said that, the touch response and other aspects remain the same on both these displays. So in all, we would say the Zenfone Max has a slightly superior display when compared to the Zenfone 2 Laser. Now let's move on to the performance aspect. So software and performance, we can say there is no real difference here, because both these devices have the Zen UI from ASUS, and they are on top of Android Lollipop. They are almost same, no difference in terms of the UI aspect. So both are powered by Zen UI, and you can see this is again powered by the Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset with 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage. So software wise, there's no change, exactly the same aspect. So we are not going into the details of the Zen UI since that we have covered it already. Now talking about the performance side, both these devices are again powered by the same Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset, but what we felt was the Zenfone 2 Laser was slightly more responsive overall than the Zenfone Max when you run multiple apps at the same time. The Zenfone Max, the unit which we got, did have some issues with slight lag here and there when you switch from heavy gaming and switch between multiple apps when you're running multiple apps at the same time. So that's where the Zenfone 2 Laser has slight edge over the Zenfone Max, but it's not really a big difference here because both are powered by the same processor with 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage. Both have 4G LTE capabilities, and you can expand the storage as well. So in the software and overall performance, you would say the Zenfone 2 Laser has a slight edge over the Zenfone Max. Now moving on to the camera. Both these devices are again the same 13 megapixel rear camera and the front facing 5 megapixel camera. Now the camera interface is slightly different. You can see the focusing. This is a different kind of focus and the camera app is also slightly different in terms of the overall look and feel. But both these devices offer, both these cameras offer great options. You can see the options available are almost similar, no major change. And now talking about the camera quality, both these devices offer decent clarity in this price point, but the Zenfone Max has slightly better contrast ratio and a slightly better overall color reproduction than the Zenfone 2 Laser. So again, a slight difference, not a major difference, but again there is slight difference in terms of the camera performance on the Zenfone Max. Now finally talking about the battery performance. So the Zenfone Max has a 5000 mAh battery, while the Zenfone 2 Laser has a 3000 mAh battery. Now talking about the battery performance, you can see the obvious winner is the Zenfone Max with almost 2 days of battery backup. Easily you can get 2 days with the 5000 mAh battery, while you can get only 1 day with the 3000 mAh battery on the Zenfone 2 Laser. So the clear winner in this aspect is the Zenfone Max. Now both these devices are priced exactly the same, that's 9,999. So which is the better device to buy here? Now both these devices offer decent performance, decent display, decent camera overall experience, and the Zenfone Max has a slightly superior design and also better battery life. But having said that, if you're not really worried about the weight aspect, the Zenfone Max is almost 200 grams when compared to the 170 grams on the Zenfone 2 Laser. So if you're not really worried about that aspect, we would say the Zenfone Max is a better choice here because it does offer additional battery capacity, slightly better display and camera performance overall. So that was a detailed comparison of these two phones, which are priced 9,999 and available on Flipkart. So you can check out the description in this video to buy both these devices. So that's all guys. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.